The deadly shooting at the Cascade Mall in Burlington on Friday has once again rocked our sense of security, especially since it happened so close to home. Dr. Jantz is here with us, as always, to help us work through the emotions that we all feel after these shootings. And going into this segment, we were just saying it feels like we've had this conversation a lot.
I feel like we have, and I feel like it's always a very difficult one.
Right. How do we begin to process everything that has happened? Because this one was in our backyard, and it feels so close to home because it is, and it's hard.
It does, and I know some people up there, and I have personally been impacted a little bit closer than some of the other ones. Today, our school, for our kids, sent out an email about what to do if there's a shooter on campus. My wife and I had a conversation, I never believed we'd live in a day where we even have to talk about this.
But we do.
Yes.
So how do we do it?
Okay. First of all, we need to remember the ages of our kids. How I'm going to talk to a 6th grader is different than a high schooler. I'm always going to start from the place of what do they know about what's going on, and let them talk. One of the things, remember, boys and girls may discuss things differently. A boy may be a little more quieter. I'm making some general statements.
Right.
But let them talk about it. Let them ask questions.
Here's a question for you. I have 3 young kids, but I always have a hard time starting the conversation.
Right.
So can we role play for a second? So like pretend I'm, an 8-year-old, and I'm not sure if my 8-year-old has heard about what has happened. How do I find out?
Oh, good. I'd say, sweetheart, did you guys talk about anything that happened in the news today at school? And so it's okay just to start
just see
there.
what she says.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
a little bit older kids, let's say they have heard about it.
They know about it. They're
Not
engaged in social media.
Okay.
So one of the things that we've got to understand is they're going to feel our anxiety. And we need to talk about some things that we wouldn't really want to talk about. And that is, what do we do if something ever happens at school? And don't just talk about shootings. Talk about ways to keep safe. If there's a stranger, but go over things that you can talk about that have to do with safety.
How do we walk that fine line between talking to them about that and not scaring them?
Okay. Some kids are going to be scared already. Okay. So I'm going to look for, is the kid depressed? Are they not wanting to go to school? Do they not want to be with friends? Are the kids actually losing sleep? Do you have younger kids who are saying they're having a nightmare? So let's look at what's going on and the whole person with them.
How about older kids? What are some signs that we should be looking for that they're bothered by what's going on, apprehensive about going to school?
Well, they may be hearing things and making threats. They may be wanting to pull away from school as well. Again, this is very, very difficult for them to even comprehend that my school or my classroom would not be a safe place to be. I also encourage, and it's okay to encourage, talking to a school counselor. Let them have somebody else besides just a family member.
Reach out.
Absolutely.
Important.
It's always important to talk about it first and then have a plan. And families need to talk about a plan.
Yeah, do it tonight. Don't let another night go by without doing it. Dr. Jantz, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll have you in to talk about something else soon, because this is very difficult stuff. We appreciate your time.